Hey Naturals and Divas, Daphne T. Since many of you enjoyed my video that I did, which was more of an informative video, I decided that I'm going to be doing maybe one or two per month to basically give you guys some facts and fictions about hair. This is all genres, not just natural hair, just hair in general. So right now I'm going to be doing a fact versus fiction. And this is basically from an article that I recently was browsing through Google and found, and I decided to share it with you guys. So rather than just putting the link, I decided to just break it down and give you fact versus fiction. And I will be doing this maybe once or twice per month. Surprisingly, that is a false statement. Basically, when you wash your hair, saying, okay, if I add more shampoo, my hair will be more cleaner versus little shampoo. But for hair, natural hair, hair in general, just a dollop of shampoo goes a long way. And basically, you have to find the right shampoos for your hair type. For me, my hair really isn't really picky or finicky. For others, they prefer to use a sulfate-free shampoo. Right now, I'm using Herbal Essence Hello Hydration or Herbal Essence Totally Twist Out. And those are sulfate shampoos, and I've had no problem. My hair right now was co-washed about 3 days ago, and I use just regular conditioner to do my co-washing, and I haven't had a problem with it. The next thing is, that is false. It's not recommended for you to wash your hair with shampoo more than 3 times a week, but excessive hair breakage is not associated with often washing it. Usually a lot of naturals, a lot of transitioners tend to wash their hair co-washing, and co-washing is basically using conditioner versus using shampoo. Me personally, I wash my hair with shampoo once a week, and if I do in the middle between the weeks, if I feel my hair is not cleansing or not clean enough, I will co-wash using a conditioner. So basically it's all about if you use the right things that's appropriate for you. The right shampoos and conditioner will actually benefit your hair versus using the wrong shampoos and conditioner. Once you figure out your hair type, for some naturals, like I said, they prefer sulfate-free shampoo. It will add body, moisture, and health to your hair versus, the wrong shampoo. That is false. Though blow drying, if not using the right protective serums, protective products, will cause, hair damage, hair loss, or will basically, affect your curl patterns. A lot of people suffer from heat damage because they tend to use, flat ironing utensils or blow dry their hair, and they're not being cautious of heat damage. For me, when I do my blowouts, which my hair right now is a blowout, I use heat protective serums, which you can check one of my videos. I will put it right now in the description box as far as in this video. And I use the proper things in order to, sway away from heat damage, because once you get heat damage, no matter what anybody tells you, the only way you can get your hair to get back to its natural texture is either by growing it out once again or just cutting it completely. And I would hate for you to grow your hair to have to revert to getting heat damage. The next thing up is, that is true. I work with children, and there's this one child in my class, and before, when I wasn't natural basically, or I didn't have my hair exposed, it bothered me, but not to the point. Now that my hair is fully exposed, this child has lice, and she's had it for about 3 years. And basically her parents are just, ignorant to the fact that this is a serious condition. This is something that needs to be treated, and they have yet to treat it. We've given this parent different, health products, different shampoos, organic shampoos, everything you could think of. Hair treatment costing my company basically $100 per treatment, and they have not done anything. That goes for anybody. If you decide you want to share a comb or brush with somebody, you don't know what they have. Lice and parasites are spread from hair to hair. So for instance, if somebody is brushing their hair with your comb and they have lice, that little friend can be creeping your brush and you won't know it, and you're transferring it from your hair by combing your hair with the same thing. So my best advice is, do not share with anybody. I don't even share with my husband, and he brushes his hair with constantly. I had to, recently buy another brush because I tend to want to, I wash my combs and brushes once a month, and I decided to get him his own. So make sure you're cautious with who you share your brushes and your combs with. Don't want to get any parasites or lice. The next thing is something that's near and dear to my heart. That is false. The reason why I say it's dear to my heart is I'm a color diva, and I have colored my hair twice since going natural. I've had no problems with my curl patterns. I have no problems with hair loss. And a lot of people sway away from coloring or exploring the idea of coloring because they associate coloring with hair loss. The best way I could say is just be more consistent with your deep treatments once you do color your hair. I do deep treatments faithfully once a week, and that's followed by an intense deep conditioner and then a hot oil treatment before doing my washes. And that, I believe, has contributed to my hair flourishing and nourishing into what you see now. So just make sure you're cautious about that. Make sure you do your hair justice by ensuring that it's nourished with the right deep conditioners and the right treatment. The next thing is I'm sorry ladies, false. A lot of you may say, okay, I big chopped and my hair has grown so much. It can be because once you big chop, you're no longer having to worry about protecting your ends, no longer worrying about excessive tightness with headbands and ponytails. So that can be a contributing factor of why your hair is flourishing and growing so much. I just want to put that out there because I know a lot of people say, okay, I'm tired of transitioning. Maybe if I cut my hair, it'll grow faster. But there is no truth in that, ladies. It's all about making sure you protect your hair, take care of it well, and your hair will nourish, but no, cutting your hair will not make it grow any faster than it already is. The next one up is, a lot of you know, if you are like me and you're aware of when you was relaxed, you did ponytails, and you noticed that around your hairline was thinning out and you was getting bald patches or things like that. The reason why I stress that is a lot of people are not aware that ponytails are the main factors in your hair, getting a bald spot or things like that. I'm going to read from the article, and it's basically going to say the truth to it. It says, tracting alopecia is a very real hair loss condition that is quite common amongst older African American women. It results from wearing tight ponytails, cornrows, or buns over an extended period of time. Over time, hair breakage or loss as a result of tight, stressed styles can become permanent. Avoid this potential problem by opting for looser styles that minimize scalp tension. So, a loose style that minimizes scalp tension would be a twist out, or when I was doing my weaves, I've noticed that before I started applying the hairnet and braiding my hair this way, my hair was thinning out in the front. So what I did is, I had my hairdresser, when she did my cornrows, put 2 braids right here in the front, going like that. I had her leave this side hair out and a little bit of the hair in the front out, so it wasn't really stressed and it wasn't breaking. If you're a ponytail diva or you like excessive buns and things like that, just be cautious about it. If you do notice hair loss or baldness or anything, apply the proper, not chemicals, apply the proper, treatments in order to have your hair flourish. What I did is, when I first transitioned, and I did notice that as my hair was growing, the natural new growth was growing and the hair was losing around here, I bought Dr. Miracle's Scalp and Temple Balm, which smells horrible, but it did the job. My hair around the edges was perfect. As far as growing back, it grew back wonderfully. And by the time I big chopped my hair, I had nothing left. And I did that excessively. I applied it once a day. And the results, as you can see, my hair is not thin, not broken, so I have to say that is a perfect product. Next one is for natural divas who want to use organic and natural chemicals. The next one is natural hair care products advertised to natural hair is chemical free. As you should know, the best way to find out if the products that you don't want to touch are in the product is to read the label. A lot of things are trying to advertise towards the natural hair community because they feel so many women are doing natural hair. And you know, they do have a point. A lot of women are becoming natural or transitioning, so they try to market off of this, you know, thing that's going around of the natural hair, and they advertise products claiming to do things, and at the end result it may have a product that the ingredients is something you don't want to touch. That is to read the labels. With me, I read the labels to a certain extent. The reason why I say that is my hair is not as sensitive or protein sensitive or things like that that other people tend to have. So I really don't feel the need to read and, you know, be so accurate. Maybe when my hair, you know, gets a little bit longer or I hit a certain mark, I'll decide to switch to more natural products. But at this present time, the natural products, the only thing that I do use that's natural is my natural oils and my coconut oil, my shea butters. Those are the natural stuff I use. But as far as my shampoos and conditioners, I really haven't touched that as much as I want to, but it's not, you know, a choice for me. It's my preference. So many of you may feel that you want to do that, but make sure you read the labels, because even though it's geared to natural hair, ingredients may not be natural. Last but not least is true. The reason why I say that is a lot of you know that you may have, you know, needed to get your hair trimmed, but you have just avoided that. The thing with a lot of naturals, when they big chop, once the hair grows, the thought of cutting it or, you know, maintaining a trim is just so scary to them because they're so used to the length, and they just avoid trims. By avoiding trims, you are not doing justice to your hair. You're adding more stress to it. And a split end is not something that can be repaired. You can see a million commercials advertising that, you know, this shampoo will cure split ends, will, you know, solidify your split ends, or whatever it may be advertising, but there's no way to replace split ends once it's there. You need to cut it. When I first big chopped, I tell this story all the time. A lot of people don't believe me, but I tell the story a lot. When I first big chopped, I woke up one morning and said I wanted to cut my hair. I transitioned for 6 months, and there was a natural hair salon up the block from my house. So I said, why not give them a shot, see what they could do? So the lady was a little bit confused. She did not want to cut all my hair, which I don't see why she wouldn't. It's my hair, my choice, but whatever, that's another story. And she felt my best bet would be to come into 2 sessions and chop a little bit at a time. And I let her know that was not what I wanted to do. When she cut my hair, instead of cutting it all one length, she cut it in different, you know, styles and things. And I'll add, you know, a picture in this video showing you what my hair looked like when I big chopped. And now, as my hair is growing, I'm now, I believe, 8 months into my journey. And right now, my hair, you can really see the different lengths. It's longer here, longer in certain sections, short at the side. And what I'm really basically getting at is there'll be a time where I have to eventually cut my hair in order for it to be even. And, you know, it's scary for me because I think, okay, how low is it going to go? But I know this is something I can't avoid, which is the same thing with split ends. You can't avoid it. I've trimmed my hair twice since I big chopped, and not just because I had split ends, but just for the fact that I knew it was something I needed. I was doing a 2-strand twist one day, and when it was all said and done, I seen, you know, certain sections, like say for instance, like this would be a section to me that needed to get trimmed and needed to get treated, and I cut it. But this is something you can't avoid, ladies. You have to do trims, so you might as well just get it over with, versus having the split end travel, and, you know, then that's a real issue. So just be cautious about that, and just make sure you do your trims. Some people do trims like once every 8 weeks, and others do it maybe twice a year. It all depends. You'll know when you need a trim. Your hair will be telling you need a trim, so just, you know, be cautious of that. And this concludes my true or false, facts versus fiction, and I hope it helps you, ladies. I would be doing this, like I said, once or twice per month, depending if I come across an article or something that I feel I want to share with you guys. So I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully, you know, I'll be able to post some more videos by the end of this week. I'll definitely be posting more starting next Friday, because I will have no work and I won't have any school, so I will be having more, you know, ideas, and I'll be jotting down different things I want to do. So I'll talk to you divas later. Coming up Monday, I will have a video, and it's going to be a book review. So if you're not familiar with my first book review, check that out. Tell me if you guys want to see more book reviews, and I will get it up for you guys. So, see you later. Stay natural. Bye.